I hear from a ton of people time after time when looking to make a move here to St. George that the area is extremely expensive. A lot of people are flabbergasted why this area is so expensive compared to a lot of the surrounding areas, as well as based on the size of the city. And on one hand, I can kind of see what they're saying, but on the other hand, I also see the value that this area brings and why prices have gone absolutely crazy here. There's no question why this area is so desirable and why it's gone up so significantly in price over the last 5 to 10 years. Now look, prices have gone up pretty substantially across the whole United States over the last 5 years, especially since COVID. Prices have gone absolutely bonkers. This is mostly due to low interest rates making it extremely affordable to purchase a home, which drove a lot of people into the housing market to purchase homes. Now that, coupled with a lack of supply of homes for people to purchase, caused prices to go up, right? If you only have a limited amount of homes and everybody's fighting over those, well, that's going to push prices up to the point where they're at today. However, there are some local reasons on why prices are up here in St. George specifically. In this video, we're going to take a look at what's happening across all price ranges here in the area, and we're going to talk about what some of these reasons are on why the prices are getting pushed up, especially in the higher price points. You know, we're talking 600, 800, a million, 1.5 million. In these price ranges where I usually work, this is where we're seeing the biggest impact of change, and I'm going to talk about some of the local reasons why prices are where they're at for this particular area. So taking a look at different price ranges over the last couple of years, we're going to jump in my screen here. We're going to take a look at the Flex MLS. This is our MLS system for St. George. And the thing I want to look at here primarily is going to be the sold listings comparing 2024 to 2023. So we can see how things have changed during this time. Now take a look at this. You can actually see in these lower price. So we're looking at this column here year to date, right? This shows you basically what happened throughout that entire year. 2023 is this middle column, and then 2024 is this left-hand column for this section. Now you can see the percent change for a lot of these lower price points all the way up to 300,000 are down in 2024. This is because prices have gone up. No surprise. In the 350 to 399 range, we're actually at 22% change, which is quite interesting to see. Homes in this price have actually gone up. There's more of them available and more of them have sold. We saw a little bit of a change in the 400 to, let's say, 500,000 to a million. We actually saw a more substantial change, 8.3% in this category here and 13.8% here. Now, the thing I also want to point out, like I said, in the luxury price points, once you get over $1 million, we're seeing more and more homes sell in this price point. That's one, because there are more homes available, so there's obviously a higher chance that they're going to sell, and also because prices are getting pushed up. And some of these local reasons we're going to talk about here in just a minute are driving these numbers to increase during this time. Just take a look at this. 2023, 5 million plus, we had one home sale. 2024, 7. A huge difference. Now, if we jump over to our other MLS system here, I want to show you this one. This one has a little bit less statistics, but it also breaks it down in a better way that's easier to understand, in my opinion. So looking between 600,000 and 1.2 million, these are the home prices and the statistics that we've seen over the last couple of years. So here we are, January 2025, down here at the bottom. Let's make this a little bit bigger here if we can. So if we zoom in just a little bit here, you can see that our median sales price for the last full month of data, which is December, we had a median sales price of $759,500. Again, remember this is between 600,000 and 1.2 million. However, the thing I want you to notice is kind of the general trend in pricing during this time, right? It's been pretty steady, and you could even argue that it's climbed quite a bit over just the last 1 to 2 years. You know, going back here to, let's say, January 2024, we were at 729. Going back another year, we were at 730. So prices are up just slightly during this time, even in just this one little subset of pricing for these particular homes. The other thing I want to mention is that you're only looking at roughly 3, maybe 4% off the list price when it comes to the actual sales price. So if you have a home on average that's listed at 783, it's actually selling for about 760 in this market at this time. So it's not uncommon to be able to negotiate 10 to 20, maybe $30,000 off the home of the price of the home. However, you need to make sure you're working with somebody who really understands the inner workings of the market and can tell you how much to negotiate on one particular home. Hopefully that person can be me. If I can help you in any way, please reach out, call me, text me, email me, anytime is fine. I love hearing from you guys. My team and I service the entire state of Utah. So no matter where you're looking, if you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, my information is here on the screen. Call me, text me, email me anytime, and let's chat to see how we can make this a reality for you. Now, the other thing I do want to mention, and then we'll talk about some of the local reasons why pricing is where it is. Taking a look at this days on market, that's this last column right here, median DOM. You can see that this has also been pretty steady over the last couple of years. You have to go back all the way to, roughly February of 2023 when we were at 71. We dropped pretty substantially there, and then we've climbed back up and pretty much stabilized in this 40 to 50 days on market for this particular subset. So with quickly covering that information, I now want to talk about some of the local reasons, like I mentioned before, on why pricing has gotten so expensive here in St. George, as well as where it's going over the next couple of years. Now, number one on our list is that St. George has always been a big area for retirees. There's a lot of people who come even just for the winter or to live here year round once they retire because of the amazing weather. You get amazing sunshine pretty much all year, and the winters are very, very mild. Yes, the summers are hot, but that's when typically most people are going to travel outside of the area. So we get a ton of people from up north in Salt Lake, as well as even areas like Las Vegas or Phoenix. People looking to get out of those cities are coming to St. George for kind of just a smaller town feel, maybe a little bit more rural, maybe a little bit cleaner and nicer than those particular cities. We get a lot of people from those areas who are just looking for something a little bit different. Typically, again, the people who are retiring are either selling their home, they're getting the equity from that, and they're bringing that money here to St. George, or they've done pretty well in life and they're actually moving here and bringing all that money in and purchasing a really nice home. Usually those people are a little bit well off, and because the cat's out of the bag that St. George is a great place to live, this is driving more people here to the area. Number two on our list also goes along those lines, that there's a lot of relocation happening here in the southwest part of the country, right? Whether you're from California, you're from Las Vegas, Phoenix, maybe you're in New Mexico, maybe you're up north in Idaho or northern Utah. A lot of people are coming to St. George because of all of those things I just mentioned. Amazing year-round weather, tons of sunshine, and relative affordability. Again, even though St. George may look expensive, when you compare it to areas like California, it looks like a steal. It looks like a deal, right? And again, you're only 5, 6, 7 hours away from California. So if you want to get back to the beach, you want to go home to see family, it's actually not that far. So again, a lot of people coming in from out of state, and a lot more people who are working remote are able to do that. They're able to live in a new area like this, still work for their old job, and be able to enjoy the benefits and the lifestyle that we have here. Number three is that business here in St. George is absolutely booming. Not only the construction business with building all of these new homes that we have, but businesses in tech, in finance, in shipping, in manufacturing, in all of these industries, business is just absolutely booming. And that's bringing a lot more money to the area and a lot of highly paid jobs. Typically, those people with high paying jobs want a nicer home. The digital age has really changed everything, and it's bringing a lot more money to the area just in general. Like I said, tons of people working remote, and that's bringing more and more people here to this area, which has just far outpaced, the demand has far outpaced the supply that we actually have for homes here in St. George. And the fifth thing that I want to mention is basically just lifestyle. I know I've already said it 5, 6, 7 times throughout the video, but you get amazing year-round weather. The winters are very mild. Even the summers are really not too bad. Once it's hot, right? And that's really the time to travel. If you got kids in school, getting out of town, going up north, going somewhere cooler during the summer is the thing to do. It's easy to get outside of St. George. The airport is growing. It's only a couple hours to Vegas or to California, even maybe 5, 6 hours to get to California, depending on where you're going. So the access is just amazing, but St. George really is just a great place to live overall. And even though the area has grown a ton, there's still not a ton of high rises in the area. It feels very kind of small town, if you will, even though it's grown a ton, right? The county is quickly approaching 200,000 people across the entire county, which is still relatively small compared to a lot of areas. But if you saw St. George 5, 10, 15 years ago, it's going to look vastly different. So in this video, guys, I hope I covered everything you need to know about why St. George is actually actually expensive and where it's going, right? I think it's going to continue down this path. We're going to continue to see home prices get more expensive in the area as they continue to try and catch up with the needs for housing in the area. They're just barely starting to build more apartments, more condos, more townhomes, more of these high density options. And that's actually going to be a very good thing for the area, in my opinion. However, prices I do think are going to continue going up over the long run. Of course, that's just what real estate does in general, but specifically here in Utah, one of the fastest growing areas is Washington County, where St. George and Washington are located, as well as Hurricane. So definitely, if you're looking to get into the area, it might be better to do it sooner than later. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Reach out if I can do anything for you. Call me, text me, email me. I love hearing from you guys. Cannot wait to help you on your journey to buy a home here, sell a home here, or invest in real estate. Call, text, or email me anytime, and we'll catch you in the next one.